Hi, Aries. Welcome in. I hope your heart feels calm and your energy feels protected today. We're going to tap into your no contact love situation and see what is happening beneath the silence. We'll look at the energy between you both, their current feelings, what they may be thinking, what they may be hiding, and what could be coming next. Take only what resonates, leave the rest behind, trust your intuition, and let's begin your reading. Okay, so it seems like, for some of you, the person you are focused on is in this really intense place where they desperately want to confess their feelings. This is likely a major realization for them, like a light bulb moment where they suddenly understand how much joy you bring to their life. This person has probably been fighting these emotions for a while. It makes them feel, incredibly anxious because they keep wondering, what if this person is actually real? What if they are even better than I ever imagined? They seem to be emerging from a pretty difficult period, almost like a dark night of the soul. You might have been the catalyst for this because their attitude now is basically, look, this was hard, but I don't regret a single moment of it. It feels like you might not fully grasp just how much this person has sacrificed or given up just to be in a position to love you. There are things happening behind the scenes that you probably don't see, like them preparing for a reunion. They might be shuffling finances, working extra hours, or just generally trying to get their life together so they can offer you something real. This could even involve big life changes like divorce, contract negotiations, or moving to a new place. The energy here is very much about overcoming challenges. Whatever obstacles existed at the start seem to be fading away. This person has put in the work to become your equal, even on a spiritual level. Although they haven't said it yet, there is a strong desire to communicate this to you. They are longing to be close again, and the feeling is once I have you back, I am never letting go. Physical touch is clearly a big deal here. Even if you see them regularly, there's a specific kind of intimacy they are really missing. It's not just about being in the same room, it's about that deeper connection. Enough articulation to talk. Every day, that rhythm is gone, and they are feeling the void. They want to hold you, hug you, and just be near you. For some, scent is a major trigger. They might love your perfume or cologne, or maybe they even bought it for you. You represent a safe haven for them. You might have told them once that all you needed was a hug, and they didn't get it then, but they sure do now. There is a real ache here, almost like a physical need for your embrace. This person might be dealing with something traumatic, perhaps a loss in the family, or maybe they are just grieving the loss of your relationship. The energy feels very heavy, like someone crying out to God for just one more chance to make things right. It seems they might have pushed you too far, and that was the final straw. They ran because the intensity was too much, and they simply weren't ready for a love of this magnitude. So, again, I think you're dealing with somebody for those of you where they can be in relationships, they can be a serial dater, they can be a serial monogamous, but that doesn't mean that they've actually allowed themselves to learn to love or to learn to accept love in the correct manner. More than likely, this is either somebody who will deal with somebody that will be in complete control of a situation, or there's somebody where they completely rule or run things because I feel like there's there's opposites, right? Depending on where you are in your connection, depending on if you're in a masculine or a feminine energy, which does not matter if you are a male or a woman, it just depends on your energy. But it was just too intense. The way that you made this person feel, it was something that they've never felt before. They felt like they lost a sense of control even through intimacy. If you and this person were intimate, okay, there is something called the Kundalini awakening. Okay, for those of you guys that know about it, you know about it. Drop it in the comments. Let everybody else know about your Kundalini awakening. Don't hide. Let the girlies and the fellas know what's good with the Kundalini awakening because with this energy there was something too intense about it. It was something where it was very sensitive, and that sensitivity, it wasn't normal to this person. The way that you loved them, the way that you made them feel, the way that they felt completely naked in front of you and that you saw all areas and all aspects of them that nobody else was able to see. It's something that they've actively hid from others. That's the very first thing that you picked up on with this person. So now they're sitting here and they're thinking about the time with you. For a lot of you, if they pushed you away completely, this person is kicking themselves. They're wondering where they would be with you. Even for some of you, if you've known this person in college or high school, or if you've known them for a while, it's like they've even thought about like what would it be if you and them had children when you very first met. It's like this person is really in a state of reminiscing. But I also get that there's this anxious wait for them. For some of you, you may view them as shallow or they may come across as shallow to you, but they're not. It's just that they're holding back. I think this person comes across very toxic when in reality, all they want is to be loved. I know in my heart that someday we will be together again. So, you and this person are definitely at odds, or you guys are not where you want to be romantically, and that's okay, right? But this person feels like you and them have unfinished business. They feel like they're supposed to be with you, but that they had to go through the journey on their own in order to understand your significance and the significance of the connection. That's why this person is holding on to the thought of you. I feel like also though with this, I'm longing for you again. I feel like this is almost that 4 of Cups energy where the person is in a very reminiscent state. They're fantasizing, they're thinking about the times that they had with you. I also feel like, though, for some of you, there is an energy around your person that keeps trying to kind of get your person out of this Eeyore cloud, not dramatic, not meltdown mode, but just this gloomy, stuck, low vibe loop. And this person, this friend, this confidant, this whatever, they're trying to get this person out of it, but it's like your person is very focused on making things right with you. Like there's an odd obsession with needing to clear the air or needing to set a record straight because the idea of things uh ending in the manner that they ended with you and this person, it's like they feel like it's not justice. They feel that that's doing a complete um insert disservice. It's it's something about whatever was going on in your person's life. It's just too complicated for us to be together right now. There was something going on in your person's life where you were expecting your person to make some type of adjustment or for this person to make some type of leap of faith. Whether that's filing for a divorce, moving in, being more transparent, spending more time, whatever it is, this person, they were not telling you what was really going on in the background, but it wasn't to manipulate you. It was for this person to try to regain control. It's something about trying to control the chaos because there was something going on here. For some of you, this does have to do with kids. Somebody was utilizing kids as a manipulation tactic. There even could be blackmail going on or some type of money exchange here. My palm is itching. It could be that somebody also I feel like was waiting for money to come in. Something about money coming in, but then it's like something is on hold. There's like a pause. I don't know why, but I keep getting a pause. What do I need to tell the hopefully this makes sense. I was already damaged when we met. That's why everything got so messed up. Yeah, I think that you're dating somebody you were really drawn to this person because you have a level of healing. But by healing this person, you're also healing yourself and healing your inner childhood wounding and addressing certain issues that maybe even from childhood you've suppressed. Because the reality is, if you're watching this, that means you don't think like other people. You don't think like other people because you were broken or fragmented. More than likely, you were fragmented as a child, or there could have been some type of significant event that happened to you that broke. By breaking, it's allowed you to have your own way of thinking and not so much this NPC or mindless, soulless energy. So you were drawn to this person for a reason because believe it or not, but I feel like you and them have the same issues. This person was damaged when they met you, and I think that they tried to approach you the way that they approach everybody else, which is Um, Almost in an energy of, "Oh, well, my way or the highway." Every time I see you, I always get amazed by how beautiful you are. Like, this is somebody that it's so funny because 'cause they're struck by your beauty. It's like, the way you look, it's almost as if it has this person in a trance, and they're always surprised at why you would want them. I'm not saying that they haven't had attractive people that want them, but I feel like attractive people that are well-rounded are different than just attractive people that look nice. Does that make sense? This person, I feel like they were definitely in an energy where they could have acted like they wanted you to move on because whatever they were going through that was really, really complicated in their life, this is coming in as, like, finances or money. This is coming in as a complication with their own. For some of you, this is even complications with who they are, how they identify, and how they identify with who they love. So, whether this is somebody that's struggling with identifying, am I straight? Do I like, the opposite? Do I like the same? Like, what is it exactly? But it's like this person wasn't sure. And they do feel very selfish because they feel like they're holding you back while trying to live their life. They say you don't know what you have until it's gone. The truth is, I always knew exactly what I had, but I thought I would never lose it. I'm sorry, I really messed it all up. I think that this person subconsciously to technically get that they knew your significance. Now, playing devil's advocate, do I think that they knew exactly who you would be? No. Um, but I do think that there was a point, even a few months ago, where this person realized and acknowledged how special you were, but I feel like it was almost like they figured it out too late. It's something about this person feeling like they messed it up. They didn't tell you the truth. Other people in the past have used and abused me. That's why I'm careful with keeping my distance. You may not know everything that this person has gone through physically, mentally, sexually, as far as like different types of abuse are concerned. This is also somebody that misses you so much. I miss you so much. I want to see you soon. I have been getting counseling and opening up to my emotions. I'm really trying hard so that one day I can be there for you emotional. That's what I'm saying. It's like this person knows what you need. This is also them saying, I know I took you for granted and I treated you unfairly. You didn't deserve that. I feel like this person didn't know how to. I know it sounds stupid, but yeah, this person is freaking out. It's like, I'm really afraid you don't love me the way that I love you. I was holding on. I was hiding how I really feel about you. I was keeping it a secret because I don't feel good enough for you. I'm loving you from afar, and then I took you for granted. I regret that. Now I treated you unfairly, and I'm sorry. I definitely feel like this person is struggling. I definitely feel like this is somebody that misses you. But I also get, if you want me to be honest, I feel like there's a lot that's not been said between you and this person because the crazy thing is I feel like you both miss each other. I think you both are afraid that the other person doesn't love you the way that you love them. That's scary. It's like for you, it's like pouring into something and expecting something in return, but this person never giving you anything in return, and you feeling like maybe I'm investing into something that the 7 of Pentacles, right? Sometimes you get fruit for your labor and sometimes you don't. It's almost like that same energy with this person, but it's like you were putting into it thinking from a positive place of, I know for a fact me and this person are supposed to be with each other. This person was like, I know that I can get a lot from this. I know this could be my winning person, but I'm scared to even take that step. I would prefer to watch and wait than to jump in. Now, your person is in a place where they're asking themselves, why did I not jump in? Why did I take my time? Why did I not say anything? I'm really sorry for all the mistakes and dishonesty. Please forgive me. I never want to hurt you again. That, no? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like this is somebody that can't help but miss you. I'm really sorry. I mean, look at this. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I'm really sorry for all the mistakes and dishonesty. You could have caught this person lying, or this person made like a bad decision or a poor choice with either somebody that they were around. Like, I don't know why, but I get that there was like a poor decision that this person made, even though they were on the right track with you. This is somebody that's always looking for you. This is also somebody that when you met them, they already had a lot of insecurities to start with. So it's almost like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. It's gonna be a little bit challenging. It can be done, all right? But that's what it's coming in as. It's almost like you have a handicap when it comes to this person. You are this person's Achilles heel, and they are yours. So it's not one way with this situation because the reality is this: the journey wasn't easy for you either. Loving this person blindly was something could have been one of the hardest things you had to do because it defied your sense of logic. And I also feel like when you met this person, you've been holding on to them. You love them. You want them. You want to nurture them. You could have also, in the very beginning, been the runner in the connection. And once you realized the significance, you locked in, and that's when this person got nervous. You're gonna notice that in the beginning of this connection, this person probably came on a lot harder, and then the moment that you reciprocated is when this person panicked. But I also think you know too that you and this person are supposed to be with each other. But there was a lot of different complicated things, and I think that with a lack of communication, that's what this is between you and this person. It's like this person didn't wanna open up. They didn't want to tell you what was going on because their life seems like a bit of a mess. I keep getting the hiccups as I'm talking. So it's like this person tries to come up for air, and they try to communicate something only for nothing to come out, only for hot air. But it's like they didn't want you to look at them any differently if you knew what was really going on in their life. And I think that you became so close, or you got so close where you started asking more questions, or you started expecting more from this person. And I feel like they knew that they were going to fail, or they felt like they were going to fail. They felt like that they weren't ready. Something about not being ready. I need more time. The problem is, if you give this person time, they're like father time. They're over here like, say less. All of a sudden, you're 3 lifetimes deep, and this person is still taking their time to figure out what to say. That's the problem with this person. I also think, though, you're scared too that this person doesn't love you the same way. I think that this person mistreated you. I think that they took you for granted. I think that you accepted their mistakes, but I feel like the dishonesty from them could have been what hurt the most. Why are they mean to put your thumb day? Very so that. Yo, it's someone that gets down and rub your ends. Push and but go and let them. She will find competent increases as pushing communication. Vi kan bli kan but I don't want to be process preserving or. And the thing about the Hierophant is you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to God. This is something your person is having to realize. I can lie to myself about why me and the collective didn't work. I can lie to myself and pretend that I've done everything that I was supposed to do with the collective, but the reality is God's watching, and God knows that's not the truth. This person also, to me, is in a place where they're balancing their spiritual truth with their systemic traditions, and they're beginning to have their own belief of their own guidance system. Okay, this is somebody that also could be talking to a therapist about your connection or talking to somebody about opening up. This is also them possibly seeing a spiritualist, but I do feel like Taurus energy is coming in tough. This could also be somebody that you know, the Hierophant. To me, it's a confession, right? So, also, the whole Pope thing, how they're we're over here in that we're trying to draft a Pope, right? It's like it's something here about this person being very honest and open about their confession. There's some confession that either they had to say to somebody or that they needed to get off of their chest that they felt bad about. This even could be for money and its communication. But I also think too with this 8 of cups, your person possibly needed to walk away from a marriage, or they needed to walk away from some type of collective group here. Their traditions, their belief system. This could even be friends or family. This could be a relationship. But it's something here about your person no longer sitting there not knowing what to do, right? That 7 of Pentacles, that 7 of Cups is what the 8 of Cups is walking away from. That they're sitting there saying, I can stay in this negative low energy, or I can do something to change it. I can sit here and continue to hide throw rocks and hide my hands, or I can acknowledge that I threw the rock because I was trying to get your attention because I love you. I didn't mean to break your window. Right? However, if you are having glass or mirrors break, that is a breaking of a curse. So instead of getting angry when something breaks, if you have glass that breaks, I would definitely give a thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, everybody involved here. Maybe do a little speech, okay, and give your thanks. That's significant, okay? But your person is done hiding, okay? Okay, they're done hiding their negative ways, okay? There's 7 deadly sins hidden in religion or hidden in tradition. So, they're walking away from that, and they're also I feel like too, they could be investing in themselves. I keep hearing 86. 86 could be significant, or 86, 85, 86. You're born in 1986. I think what you don't realize also is the fact that your person's put you on this, pedestal, and they're very attracted to you. It's like, you are the best, okay? So even if they're dating a mid-grade version, a Temu version of you, and you're over there, like, really gonna go over there with, T Tammy, like, "Hey, WTF, dog," right? You don't see I'm over here, like, looking like this. It's because that person, they don't feel like they're on your level just yet, but that's because of their own negative way of thinking, or that's because they needed to walk away from a way that they were doing something in order to be confident, in order to be happy. This is somebody that could have put, again, the happiness of the collective, the happiness of their family, their friends above everybody else. Like, this could be somebody that's been miserable in a relationship, living with somebody for years, yet they stay due to the obligation of the people around them. Proverbs 17:22, 17th may be significant. The 22nd may be significant. You could be a life path 22, could be life path 88, could also be significant. But what's really happening is I think that your person is also having this eye-opening experience about what happens when you turn your back. Affecting what happens when you walk away from the illusion, from the confusion. All you see is the fact that for some of you, you are single. Others of you, you're not, but you still are very attractive. But it's something here about you living in your truth and you being happy. For some of you, your person is confused why you're happy without them. Look, Hierophant is in reverse. Like, that's not fair. Like, why do you get to go live your life happy? Look, you love me, right? But what do you mean you're not going to love me silently, or you're not going to love me from afar, right? I also feel like with this person, for some of you, it's a lot about their tradition. For some of you, they could have had like arranged marriages or an arranged contract, soul contracts. Some of you, these people are in groups you may not even realize. Some of you, you don't even know who you're dealing with, who they said that they were. There's like, that's just the tip of the iceberg, is what I just heard. For some of you, humpback wheels may be significant. I don't know why. And cheetah's random. Don't know. What do they need to know right now when it comes to this? You have a new opportunity coming in here. This is also your person. What you may or may not realize is that they're watching you from afar, but they're doing it in a manner where they think you don't know. This is somebody that's going back and forth with whether or not to take the leap of faith to come towards you and to give you this offer. You have a new offer coming in that's very tangible. This offer can be coming from your person, and you may be manifesting this. And it's an offer from the heart. You know what? I think that you're this person's heart. That's something that they can't deny. And when you walk away from your heart, it doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't matter how happy you think you are. At the end of the day, you are very lonely and you have a very cold spot to you. Think about people that have a ton of money. The one thing they typically don't have is love. I also feel like this person is learning a significant lesson on leading with your heart and leading with love. When you lead with love, that's through God. You don't lead with anything else. For some of you, they're worried about you meeting somebody. It's like they're freaking out about it. What do we need to understand about their person? What do we need to understand? They're going back and forth right now and they're planning something, but they're not saying anything. This person could have walked away from you, or you could have walked away from this person. Or there's like an elephant in the room that needs to be talked about that nobody is discussing. But that's about to change because this weird silence between the two of you. Uh-uh. This person is not happy. This person feels like they're lacking. This person feels like being with you, talking to you, being close to you. They're closer to God. They feel more godly. Even if they're out here in these streets doing things that they're not supposed to, it's like being with you. They feel like they're being touched by God. I just heard this has been a nightmare. What? Waiting. Yeah, it's like what you don't realize is that this person has really wanted to change the narrative. They've wanted to change the way that they do things with you. They've wanted to change the way that they've operated things with you in their day to day. This is something they've been waiting for a period of time. It's like they have a brand new perspective of your day to day and how you transform or the duality. Can I be honest? Since we're all friends, I suppose I don't feel like your person is doing very good. It feels like their day to day, they could be sick. They could be overindulging. They could also have issues with their liver or kidney. This is something where your person is also having a really hard time just in their day to day. It's like their day to day, what they typically do, it feels very thrown off. So, if this person can be very organized, it's almost like they're upside down. Everything is upside down for this person right now. What they knew was truth is now false. What they knew as false is now truth. It's like love is bad. Love is the root of all evil. Now all of a sudden this person is on their head and they're also understanding why you're not speaking to them. For some of you, you're not speaking to them. They have a completely different perspective of even how they've impacted your day to day. Well, something about your day to day or their day to day, how you work, who you are, it's like this person is studying you. They're watching you. They're not sleeping at all, actually. For some of them, I do feel like they could be going to someone spiritually, like, a healer or a reader to try and um, bring you back into their life. But honestly, I don't know if that's going to work for them or against them because for some of you, when people try to send energy your way, you're really protected. It just gets bounced right back. Like it won't work the way they think it will. But yeah, this person does want to come forward. They do want to reconcile. They're just scared. It's like they don't know what to say. They don't know what action to take. They feel upside down. Something here has shifted. Either this person found something out, or maybe they saw something online. Maybe you're dating someone new, or maybe it just hit them out of nowhere like, oh my gosh, I really miss the collective. I mean, I don't know exactly what sparked it, but they're definitely panicking. And the wild part, it's something that hasn't even been said yet. There's still something unspoken here. So, what's going on with the collective's person right now? What's their environment like? Well, it's temperance. That actually makes sense to me. Honestly, even in the last reading, I was like, this energy feels different. It feels like this person's charging up, like they're getting ready for something big. It's kind of like that moment in Captain Planet when everyone has to come together and then boom, Captain Planet's ready to save the day. That's kind of what's happening here. It feels like your person is getting all their stuff in order, getting ready to show up as this big transformation. Maybe it's like Captain Planet, or who knows? Maybe they're about to surprise you with something totally unexpected. What have this person's friends or family recently learned about the collective? What's been revealed? So it looks like there's something about change here. Maybe they found out about your job, your money, or your personal values. It's like they're seeing your worth, and it could have something to do with your career. For some of you, they might have found out you work with each other. Or maybe they learned about your job, like you work in aviation or something, or you're a scientist with goggles dealing with some hazardous stuff. Or maybe you're a daycare worker. And honestly, dealing with kids is hazardous enough. I mean, I've got kids, and sometimes I'm like, why do you smell like that? It's one of those mysteries, right? Anyway, I'm not trying to get sidetracked, but you get the idea. So, what's going on with this person? Why is it so complicated? Is it because this person is complicated, or is it like they're locked up in some Rapunzel tower and it's just hard for them to break free? Like, what's the deal? What's this person really thinking about when it comes to the collective? They're thinking about everything, honestly. It's like their mind is racing, thinking about it all, everything all at once. What do they love most about you? What quality do they enjoy the most about you? It's the Hierophant, but with the devil in reverse. So here's the thing, you're like the opposite of them in a lot of ways, but you're also kind of hidden like their secret weapon. People know about you now, but maybe they don't fully understand the impact you have. It's like you're this thing they've been fixated on, but not in a typical way. Maybe they initially thought it was just attraction, but it's more than that. It's your logic, the way you approach things. You're different, but that's what they like. What don't you see coming with this person? Somebody's about to get really upset. There's some weird anger brewing, and it might have to do with something you see or something communicated to you. It's all tied to some mental clarity or insight, but someone is not going to be happy about it. I don't know exactly why, but it's coming. So, what do they want to say to you that they haven't expressed? What are their hidden feelings? They're saying, "My heart and soul howls for your love. I know I said I wanted a future with you, and then I pulled away. My life got really complicated, and that made me insecure about the future. I just want to be able to give you everything." Honestly, it seems like this person is really struggling with the complications in their life. Something happened that you don't know about, and that's why they've been acting the way they have. It also feels like there's someone else who's been controlling or influencing your person's actions or the narrative around them. That's part of the reason they're so messed up right now. All right, guys, that's all I have for you for this reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.